Good morning, student. Now we have to start with the type of organizational structures. Organizing, I told you, importance and features we have discussed. Now, basically there are two type of organizational structure. First is functional structure and second is divisional structure. Functional structure is that structure in which according to the function nature of work which person is going to perform, the structure is divided according to that nature. Means simple line organization, which diagram I showed you earlier also, that in every functional department the basic three departments are there, that is finance, production, marketing. These all departments are there, and it can be further divided. Means finance department will do all the work related to finance. So according to their nature of work, the one department they created, that is functional structure of the organization. What is the advantage of functional organization? Functional structure of organization, very first thing, it leads to division of work. It divides the work according to the nature of work. So the very first thing, division of work. Second, division of work lead to specialization. The second thing is specialization. It comes because of division of work. Person has to do one work again and again, and he repeatedly doing the work. That's why he becomes a specialist in his field. Then next thing is control and coordination become very easy. Department has to control only that very function which he is specialized in. His field of specialization, which is his field of specialization, he is doing work in that field only. So finance department had not to interfere in production department, and production department not going to interfere in your marketing department. So they all are doing their work which they are required to do. So control and coordination become easy. Then it increase of operational and managerial efficiency also. Manager know all the step A to Z of his work, so he can control all the employees which are under his supervision. So it gives maximum control and avoid the wasteful activities. The next step is duplication of work and duplication of effort is not there, because everyone knows that what he has to do, what he finished, and what the next he is going to do. So avoidance of the work reduces, which ultimately effect in the proper utilization of raw material and man hours. Both human resources and material resources are optimally utilized. Their utilization are at their maximum. Then training of the employee become very easy, because when so many employees are there and they are doing a similar work, one new man come and he is able to learn with so many persons. He see the things that how they are doing, and he learn it very easily. So training also become very easily. Then it also ultimately it can create in better product output. Output of the company is improved and new innovative ideas comes, which also helps in increasing sale, increasing profit, and etc. So what are the disadvantages of this system? The very first thing is The objective pursuit of functional practices may lead to functional impair where the importance of particular functions may be overemphasis. Pursuing department interest at the cost of organizational interest can also be higher. Interaction between two or more departments. The very first thing is because some departments say that I have some work where my work is not doing, I am not doing good work because the earlier department had not given me this type of product. The conflict between the department happens. So chances of conflict increases because once it goes to electric department to metal department. The metal department say I have to do the things when this quality of electric department must be maintained. So because they are not maintaining, we are not doing our work properly. So this type of allegation they can throw up to each other, so which create conflict between them. The next thing, it may be inflexible because you cannot reverse it. Once the production line starts, then you have to do accordingly what you have planned earlier. The best possible way is to do just exactly in the way which you have planned. You cannot change in between. So rigidity comes, flexibility goes away. Then there may be different type of interest group who some may emphasis we do emphasis on quality, some say quantity matters. So this type of different conflict may also arise. So this is the functional organizational structure, advantage and disadvantage. Now in next section we will discuss divisional structure. Thank you for this session. Thank you very much.